query without page refresh. In previous video tutorial on Bootstrap Modal we have shown how to insert data into MySQL table by using Bootstrap Modal with PHP script with Ajax query. The main use of Bootstrap Modal, we can do any type of database operation like insert, update, fetch and delete or display any message without opening of new page, but we can do this type things on page in the form of pop-up alert box. We can call this Bootstrap Modal by click on anchor tag or any button by using jQuery code, or we can also show Bootstrap Modal window by defining data attribute and element. Now we have start discussing update of MySQL data through Bootstrap Modal. This is our testing database, and in this database we have employee table with table column like id, name, address, gender, designation and age. In previous we have shown inserting of data into this employee table by using Bootstrap Modal, but in this video we will update this table data by using Bootstrap Modal. This is our index.php page, and on this page in previous video we have fetch employee data in HTML table with two column like employee name and view. In employee name column we have display name of employee, and in view column we have create view button. When we have click on this view button, then we can show all information of employee in Bootstrap Modal, and above this employee table data we have create one add button. We can add new employee data by clicking on this add button. When we have click on this add button, Bootstrap Modal with insert data form has been appeared with Bootstrap Modal. We can fill that form and we can enter employee details into employee table through Bootstrap Modal. Now in this video first we have add one more column between this two table column for edit employee details. So between this two column we have right open and close table head tag with width 15% with text like edit. In this column we want to display edit button for all employee, so in while loop we have right open and close table data tag, and between this tag we have right input type is equal to button with attribute name is equal to edit value is equal to edit, and it is equal to open and close PHP tag, and between this tag we have right echo statement with $row id variable and class is equal to edit data. This way we have create edit button for all employee, and here we have store employee edit attribute, and we will use this class attribute edit data and jQuery code as selector, and from id attribute we will get id of particular employee. Now we have moved to write jQuery code for edit employee data. When we have click on edit button, then at that time Bootstrap Modal has been appeared on web page with employee details in form. So for this we have write $document with on method, and in this method we have right click event with selector edit data class of edit button with function. Under this first we have write variable employee id is equal to $this dot attribute method with id attribute as argument. In this employee id variable we will store employee id get from id attribute by using attribute method, and here we will get particular employee id by using this selector. After getting employee id, now we want to get employee details from this employee and display this details under Bootstrap Modal with form. So here we have defined Ajax method. So we have write $Ajax method, and in this method first we have defined URL option set to fetch.php. We have send requested to this page. Under this method we have write method set to post. Here we have set post method for sending data to the server. After this, which data you want to send to the server. So here we have write data option employee id. Here we want to send employee data to the server with Ajax request. After this we have data type to JSON. Here we want to receive data from server in JSON format. Last, in Ajax method request we have write success callback function. When request sends successfully, then this function has been called, and in this function we will receive data from server in function data argument. Here we will data in JSON format from server because we have defined JSON data type in our Ajax request. In previous video on Bootstrap Modal, we have already created Bootstrap Modal with a data modal, and in modal we have create one HTML form for inserting employee data. So in this modal's form we want to display particular employee data in form field. In this Ajax request we have received data from server in JSON format. So for displaying employee name under text box with name, so we have write $text box id name.value method, and under this method we have write data.name. Here name from data.name is the table column of employee table. This will display employee name under name text box. Then after we have write $with text area id address with value method, and under this method we have write data.address. This will display address under address text area field and form. After this we have write $with select box id gender with value method, and under this method we have write data.gender. This will set gender value on gender select box field in form. Then after we have write $with text box id designation with value method, and under this method we have write data.designation. This will show employee designation under designation text box field in form. After this we have write $with text box id age with value method, and under this method we have write data.age. This will display age under text box age field in form. For storing employee id in form for update of particular employee data, so in modal form we have create one hidden field for storing employee id. So here we have write input type is equal to hidden with attribute name is equal to employee id and id is equal to employee id. Now for storing employee id into hidden field, so we have write $with hidden fielded employee id with value method, and under this method we have write data.id. This will store employee id into hidden field with name employee id in form. Now we want to change the name of submit button. Current its name is name, but when modal appear on web with employee data field and form field for update data, then at times submit button name must be update. So for we have write $with button id insert .value method, and under this method we have define update. This code will display update text on submit button. Lastly we have write $with modal id add data modal with modal method with show. By this code will show Bootstrap Modal on web page with form element field with filled employee data. Now we have moved to write PHP code for fetch particular employee data and fetch.php page. So on this page, first we have make database connection. After making database connection we have write if statement with condition like set function with argument like $post employee id variable. This condition will check value of this variable has been set or not. If value of this variable has been set, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block we have write query variable is equal to select star from employee table where id is equal to $post employee id. Here we have get value of employee id from Ajax request, and this query will select employee data of this employee id variable value. Now we want to execute this query, so we have write result variable is equal to miscli query function with two argument. In first argument we have write database connection string which is $connect variable, and in second argument we have write $query variable. This function will execute this query and store result into this result variable. After this we have write $row variable is equal to miscli fetch array function with argument like $result variable. This function will convert query result to associative array and store into this $row variable. So we have store employee data and this $row variable in associative array. Now we want to send this data to Ajax request in JSON format. So for we have write JSON encode function with argument $row. This function will convert associative array to JSON string and send this converted data to Ajax request, and in Ajax request we have already set all this data into modal form fields. So we have saved this code and check output in browser. Friends, you can see that when we have click on this edit button, then Bootstrap Modal has been pop on web page with filled form with particular employee details. Here we have also shown submit button name has been changed from insert to update. So when we have click on this button, then this data has been updated in MySQL table. So for this we have to write some PHP code under insert.php file, which we have created in previous video for inserting employee data. Under this file here we have write if statement with condition like $post employee variable not equal to blank. This code will check if employee variable has some, then it will execute if block of code, but if it has no value then it will execute else block of code. Here employee is the hidden field in form which we have add for storing value of employee for update particular employee data. If this employee variable has no value, that means we want to insert some data, so it will execute else block, and in this block we have put insert query which we have already created in our previous video. But suppose employee variable has some value, that means we have store employee into this hidden employee variable, so it will execute if block of code, and under this we want to write query for update data, so in this block we have write query variable is equal to update employee table, set name is equal to $name variable, address is equal to address variable, gender is equal to $gender variable, designation variable is equal to $designation variable, age is equal to $age variable, where is equal to $post employee variable. So our update query is ready for update particular employee data according to this $employee variable. If $post employee variable has some value, then it will execute if block of code, and in this block we have create update data query and store into $query variable, but if $post employee variable has no value, then it will execute else block of code, and under this block we have create insert query which store into $query variable. Now we have create $message variable is equal to blank, and in if block we have write $message variable is equal to data updated, and in else block of code we have write $message variable is equal to data inserted message. Below this code which we have already created in our previous video for execute $query variable query, and after execute query we have fetch data from employee table for showing on web page. Under this code here have removed data inserted and write $message variable for showing data inserted or updated message on web page. And after this, in this code we want to add one more table column for displaying edit button under HTML table, so here we have write open and close table heading tagged with text like edit. In this column we want to display edit button for all employee, so in while loop we have write open and close table data tag, and between this tag we have write input type is equal to button with attribute name is equal to edit value is equal to edit, and id is equal to echo statement with $row id variable, and class is equal to edit data. This way we have create edit button for all employee, and here we have store employee edit attribute, and we will use this class attribute edit data and query code as selector, and from id attribute we will get id of particular employee. Now friends, our code is ready for update data through Bootstrap Modal by using PHP script with Ajax query, so I have saved this code and check output in browser. Friends, you can see that employee data like employee named with edit and view button in HTML table. When we have click on edit button, then Bootstrap Modal has appeared on web page with HTML form filled with particular employee details. From here we can change employee details, and by click on update button then particular employee data will be updated, and we can show updated data by click on view button. Here we have use Ajax jQuery, and by jQuery we have get employee id from edit button. We have create all employee separate edit button with different id, and in this id we have store employee id, and by using jQuery code we have get employee id from button, and by using Ajax we have fetch that employee id data from database, and then after we have display that data into Bootstrap Modal HTML form field, and in HTML form we can change data, and by clicking on update button we can update data into MySQL database by using Ajax request method. So friends, if you like this video tutorial, please share this video tutorial with your friends, or even you can also share this video on social media also. Friends, you want to get more update of my video, so, friends, you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Friends, you can also like my Facebook page also, or you can